Welcome to another Numismatic Notes with Benjamin. I am Benjamin, and today I'm going to share with you a theme video that I've been putting together for some time. And today I finally received in the mail the note that completed it all. And I'm very excited to share with you my theme of flamingos on banknotes. If you haven't already subscribed to my page, Numismatic Notes with Benjamin, please do so now. And feel free to comment, correct, copy, and share any of my 93 videos that I've filmed up to date for your pleasure. Now, as this is a theme video, it's not going to go into some of the detail that I normally would go through on counterfeit detection, security devices, and descriptions. And since this is a theme, I'm mainly going to be talking about, yes, the flamingos on the notes. So let's go ahead and get started. I have 5 notes to share with you from 5 different countries, and I found a few other countries that have some flamingos that I'll share with you as well. And there may be others that I haven't gotten around to, but I would expect that you could correct me or add to the conversation in the comments later after you subscribe to my page. All right, so the first note I have up here for you to see is a banknote from Bolivia, and this is a current issue note. And in the foreground, and as the gold color changing ink, you can see a flamingo there. And in this case, this is a Andean flamingo. Very beautiful banknote, and the color theme of the note echoes the color of the flamingo. I like this series of note because it details unusual fauna and flora on every one of the notes in the series. No flamingos on the front, just the big nice one on the back. Let's move on to the next note. The next note is from the Bahamas, and since the flamingo is the national bird of the Bahamas, it stands to reason that you could find this bird on many different banknotes of the Bahamas. Some of them are truly expensive. One of the cheaper ones is this $1 banknote commemorating Christopher Columbus. But there on the back, right up there by the compass rose, we have the greater American flamingo. Right there, we have a whole flock of them. Very beautiful note. Have a lot of other animals from the Bahamas on there as well, but a very beautiful note. And the note that I got today, which gave me 5 notes that I could share with you, is from the Netherlands Antilles. And I just can't even express to you how beautiful I thought this note was. And I was also very surprised to discover that it wasn't truly a flamingo. That is not what I imagine a flamingo would look like in flight. And normally with flamingos, I'm used to seeing them standing with their head down on one leg. So this is truly graceful, very airplane-like, and a lovely banknote with an unusual denomination. And there it is in all of its glory, flamingo. And again, we have a note that mimics the coloring of a flamingo. The fourth note, I've had it for a while, and I was doing an exhibit, or I was doing a theme related to something else on this note. Hannibal's on this side, and on the other side, I was doing a theme on mosaics when I happened to notice standing up here on this 7 is a flamingo. Let's see if I can't go in a little bit closer on that note. You see that flamingo standing there? I was so surprised, but there it is, a flamingo on this banknote of Tunisia, which makes this flamingo probably a greater flamingo as well. Or a greater flamingo. I guess a flamingo on the Bahamas and the Netherlands Antilles would be the American flamingo. It's not in flight, and that's more of my vision of a flamingo, but I was pretty excited to see it there. I love it. Let's see what's I've got going on my final note. This final note is one of my favorite because it is such a riot of color, and it is from Oman, and this is a 1 real, and it actually commemorates the 35th National Day of the nation. And one can be forgiven for not noticing the flamingos on this banknote, but please don't look too hard on this side because they're on the back side. Let me turn it around for you. And let's see if you can see them. That's right. They were a spider you might have gotten bitten. The flock of birds flying over the seal for the 35th National Day is actually a flock of flamingos. Who would have thought? Very beautiful. Excuse me. I'll just sit in and let that register while I implore you one more time to sign up as a subscriber for my page and join in. Now, let me share with you what I've discovered about some of these flamingo notes. Flamingos are, there's not a lot of them in their family. There are, in fact, only 4 species distributed throughout the Americas, and there are only 2 species native to Europe, Africa, and Asia. Their name, flamingo, actually comes from the Portuguese-Spanish flamengo, which means flame-colored. And I have to thank Wikipedia for some of this history. And I want to thank the banknotes themselves, as well as Pick and the banknote book for descriptions of designs. Now, as I previously mentioned, the Tunisia and the Omanian note probably depict the greater flamingo. The flamingo on the Bolivian note is the Andean flamingo, and the Bahamas and Netherlands Antilles are probably depictions of the American flamingo. I discovered that they are considered omnivores. They can eat plants, little tiny critters that live in the mud, mollusks, whatever else lives in the gritty, shallow, muddy waters that they like to inhabit. They have a bill designed specifically for scooping and filtering food from the bottoms of these shallow waters, and their mouths and their throat produce a kind of crop milk that they use to feed their chicks. That was really, really gross for me to discover that, but there you go. They are a very social bird, and some zoos have developed some success in breedings by introducing mirrors to their enclosures, which makes the flamingos feel like there's a whole lot more flamingos out and about than there may actually be. The birds can be long-lived. One died in Australia sometime in the early 20-teens, and it was about 83 years old. Their tongue was considered a delicacy by the Romans back in the day. And as I've mentioned already, this banknote, or this bird, is the national bird of the Bahamas, and so you can find it on numerous different notes of the Bahamas. And I would be remiss to have a video about flamingos and not mention that here in the United States, plastic flamingos are an extremely popular lawn ornament. I don't know why, but even I sometimes wax nostalgic and can stop my car and look at a yard that has 1 or 2 or 50 flamingo yard ornaments. Well, this is it, folks. This is my theme on Flamingos on Banknotes. Please comment, please subscribe if you have not already done so, and share with your friends. Thank you for taking your time. This has been Benjamin. This is Numismatic Notes with Benjamin. Have a jewel of a day.